Let me know in the comments section. Did you start off with a cheaper van and then you just put a bunch of money into it over time? Lifted vans are big. Lifted Expedition next to it. A little lift kit hype. That's what I'm all about. This is about to get a totally new cooling system. Radiator, water pump, hoses, thermostat. I want this to be on point when I drive to Utah to get my high top roof. And with the high top roof paid off, I have about $23,000 into this van. It is no longer a budget build. It's borderline expensive now. My dream car is my C5 Z06 Corvette. I spent $20,000 on that car about 12 years ago. And this thing's more expensive than my Corvette now. Started off as a $6,800 van, and then over the last 6 years, the expenses added up, but it was slow at least. It wasn't like I spent $23,000 on this thing at once. So let me know in the comments section. Did you start off with a cheaper van and then you just put a bunch of money into it over time? I made a video, watch this before you buy a van. I'll pop it up right here. So did you start off with a van already $20,000 plus? Or did you get something even more expensive like a Sportsmobile 4-wheel drive? Or did you start off with something 5 to 10 grand and just put money into it, you know, over the years? So that's where I'm at. Over 6 years, started off at $6,000 and it's up to 23 now. I almost feel like I need to buy a U-joint 2-wheel drive lift kit for this thing. Hey, U-joint, if you're watching this, how about sponsoring me? I've had this channel for 13 going on 14 years now. The whole van thing isn't a fad for me. I noticed you guys have been doing D-Weld Tech, and you guys just did a D-Quigley video. You guys want to do another D-Weld Tech video? It's good for your marketing. It shows people that that's how much better you are, that you're pulling off other companies' lift kits or 4-wheel drive conversions. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm van for life. By the time you see this video, there will be a video of my EV scooter 4-mile drive home instead of getting an Uber. This is why I have my EV scooter, for stuff like this. There's my van. Here's my ride home. All right, I made it. There's my van. Yeah, buddy. Van life accessory you didn't know you needed. An EV scooter. This comes in handy, and most of you have electricity in your van, so you could charge it in your van. Lifted vans are big. Lifted Expedition next to it. A little lift kit hype. That's what I'm all about. All right, new cooling system. I've been wanting to tow my Geo Tracker out into the desert, sleep in my van, and wake up to some off-roading. Haven't done it yet. I towed my Tracker twice for street missions, but the reason why I haven't towed my Geo Tracker is because I bought this van with 104,000 miles, put almost 60,000 miles on it over the 6 years I've had it, and I have no idea how old the cooling system is. And then I noticed it's running hotter than it used to. Nothing crazy, like anywhere from 2 to 10 degrees hotter. So I want my cooling system on point when I tow the Tracker. So I will tow it to the desert sometime this year and live the dream. And then I want my cooling system to be on point when I go to Utah. Tom talking shift, he told me in Utah, people drive 80 miles per hour. So I gotta drive 80 miles per hour and keep up with traffic. I could get away with 60 here in California, but yeah, if everyone's going 80 in Utah, what's the slowest I could go? 75, 70 maybe? So I just want everything to be good. 6 miles per gallon. I saw they had it on heat when I started up the engine, so I'm pretty sure they were just circulating all the coolant. Another thing I noticed about this over the last 2 years is if I really get on it, I could hear grinding from this area, so I'm pretty sure it was the water pump. I'm gonna test it out right now actually, because I do want to take this to the races. So after my Utah trip, I'm gonna start scouting drag strips and start doing some van races and go racing with my friends overall. I'm always looking at my gauges and see this spot right here, Caliente. Normally I'm going 60 miles per hour here. I'm going 70 today. My temperature is 190. Before I got the cooling system refreshed, I was at 197 degrees here. So I'm running 190 and going faster, going 10 miles per hour faster than I normally do. AC is up all the way too, but I'm gonna turn it off right now, because another thing I was noticing is when this hit a higher RPM, I would hear a grind. Like when I was climbing up a mountain grade and it downshifted, I would hear grinding from this area right here, and it sounded like the water pump. So I didn't want to risk the water pump pulley falling off or the water pump blowing up. So we're gonna test it right now. And look, my temperature went down again under 190. I was never 190 in the last couple of years. All right, so I'm gonna punch it right here. Let's see if we get a grinding. It's gone. I want to take this to the drag races too, so multiple reasons why I refreshed the cooling system. Headed to Utah, I want to tow my Geo Tracker, and I want to race my van, so this thing's ready to roll. Yeah, 190 right now, but it looks like it's staying 190 to like 188 right now. It was like at 197 a lot. There you go, 188 again. When I dropped this off, I was at like 11 miles per gallon, and then when I picked it up, it was down to 6. So I know they were running it to make sure everything was circulating properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and top this off right now. The 6 miles per gallon's bothering me. That's horrible. Okay, gonna drive it like a grandma now. Feels good to have a new cooling system. Like I said, the grinding in this area was bothering me, and then seeing it run hotter than when I bought it. But yeah, it's definitely running a lot cooler now. A good 5 to 10 degrees cooler overall. Yeah, nothing crazy, but it's all good now. Now I'm confident driving this thing to Utah. I'm confident towing my Geo Tracker with it, and I'm confident racing it. So yeah, after the Utah trip, I'm gonna check out the Verona drag strip. And my lifted van friends are welcome to join me. My car enthusiast friends are welcome to join me. My best friend Jonathan's gonna race his Mazda Speed 3. I invited a couple of my friends. 6 of us are showing up so far, so let's make an event out of it. If you're not into the camping or anything, race with us, it'll be fun. You know what the E in E-Series stands for? Everything. Because that's what you could do with these vans, and that's why I want to take it to the races. So then I'll have footage of this thing camping at truck stops, rest areas, the desert, the forest, off-roading, and racing. And hopefully we beat somebody. Hopefully the races are not what social media shows us, and normal people still race, and it's just not 1,000 horsepower cars. If normal people are still racing like base model econo boxes, I might beat a few people. I have a rear locker, so rear locker engaged. I have all kinds of traction, and then the track in Verona is 1/8 of a mile, so a shorter track actually benefits this van. That's why I want to take this van to the races. Then I really do everything. Does everything. John does everything with the Ford Econoline van.